Hi everyone, I'm Alfreda from latinleap, and in today's interview series, we have with us Ian from Propine. And Propine is a Singapore-based fintech startup that has been licensed by the Monetary Authority of Singapore to provide custodian services for digital securities. So thank you so much, Ian, for joining us today. So just to start off, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself and about Propine?
Hi, thank you very much. I'm Ian, and I look after all aspects of marketing and partnerships for our company. So, a little bit more about our company. So, Propine was founded by my CEO, Tuhina, and my CTO, which is Zan, in 2018 as a digital asset custodian for institutions. So, our company aims to democratize access to capital markets with end-to-end security services. So through our state-of-the-art blockchain agnostic platform, we work with companies to manage risk and regulatory compliance for digital assets by tokenizing capital market products as well as the vehicles to access them. So, as you have rightly pointed out, last month we became the first company to receive the Capital Market Services license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore to custody and service digital assets. So, apart from having an institutional grade, blockchain agnostic, multi signature custody solution, our services include tokenization, corporate actions, reporting, cap table management, and other issuer services. So in addition, we are also the only digital asset custodian globally with an ISO 27001. Sorry, in addition, we are the only digital asset custodian globally with ISO 27001 certification. So we serve a global clientele ranging from Asia, America, and Europe, and provide an integrated solution to manage both fiat, traditional securities, and digital securities for exchanges, issuers, and also investors.
That's very interesting. Congratulations on all the accreditations that you guys have. So,
Thank you.
what was kind of the inspiration behind Propine? Like, what kind of inspired, your CEO and your CTO to be like, oh yes, there's a space in this market that needs to be like addressed.
Sure. So I think, as mentioned, it all began with my CEO, Tuhina. So back in 2011, if I remember correctly, when blockchain was quite a hype, and therefore she started to deep dive into Bitcoin and its technology. And that was when she realized that blockchain technology is serious stuff. And although during that time, a lot of people were saying that, it's a scam or a short trade. So this was when she first realized from a technological perspective that blockchain is something that's real and definitely here to stay. So it was going to change the face of finances, and she could seriously see so many problems that can get solved. So that's when she took a call. She would definitely not go back to traditional finance. So while she was doing some OTC trading for some of the companies, she realized that digital assets custody is going to be a big issue, plus the poor quality of customer service and lack of design all around. So she felt then there was a space to create a solution which is going to address these concerns. And with those thought processes, she started to work on Propine way back in November 2017.
Oh, that's a very interesting journey. So, how is Propine actually using like technology, like more specifically diving into the technology that the company is using to transform the traditional financial sector?
Yeah, I think first of all, a lot of people think that Propine is just a fintech company or a tech as a service company. So, but I would just like to sort of like let the viewers out there to know Propine is actually a financial service provider for the new capital markets. So, and technology is just a means to an end. So there are two solutions that we are providing. First, we provide a one-stop solution for SMEs to raise funds digitally with an alternative and secure, regulatory compliant and cost-effective method through digital securities. So I think you are aware that the traditional method of raising funds or currently used to support securities issuance is really a paper-intensive processes that really reduces efficiency. So, and the replacement with this blockchain-enabled automation through our smart contracts leads to a reduction of a lot of intermediaries and thereby improves efficiency of securities issuance and driving down overall cost. So, building on our core competency in the areas of digital securities, services, and technology, so we strive for an end-to-end experience for our customers. To enable effective one-stop seamless solutions, we have strong alliance and trusting relationship with reputable partners, including financial advisors, capital market lawyers, broker dealers, and thereby ensuring the success of our clients' private offering. So the other thing to ensure liquidity is, we also partner with quite a few leading asset exchanges that allow seamless listing and trading activities for both issuers and investors. And the round-the-clock trading exchanges will enable trading at any time across the time zones and thereby provide a wider access to liquidity across international markets. Secondly, we are the first fully regulated independent digital securities custodian in a highly regulated environment. So with the CMS license from MAS, we are leading the way towards a new world of possibilities for institutional investors to safe keep their digital assets. So as a compliant and fully regulated financial intermediary, we provide suite of custodial and asset servicing solutions to accredited and institutional investors. So, and we safeguard through segregated blockchain-based wallets that enables trading through integrations and partnerships. And also we offer a range of corporate actions distributions for any form of capital market products.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a range, like a whole range and a very comprehensive set of products that you guys offer, which is really great. So, currently, which markets are you guys operating in, like globally? And also like which other markets are you guys thinking of like potentially venturing into in the future? If right now the main focus is like in Singapore, if I'm not wrong, yeah?
Well, although Propine, we can service global investors and issuers. We are currently serving clients from Singapore, UK, and also the United States. So, but as you are aware, or you're probably aware that the digital security space is still at a nascent stage. So it will not be prudent for us just to determine the market based on what we think is best for us. But it is about striking a balance between a market that is more sophisticated and ready to embrace such a change with a market that is new, but with greater regulations clarity from its central bank. So the industry stakeholders within each market should be better informed, have a greater understanding of this technology, and most importantly, are willing to take the first step in trying out such solutions. So we believe that as long as the country's community is ready to embark on this exciting journey, we will be there to help them, be it in the edification or the application of the solutions. I think this applied to Latin America as well. So I'm sure you are aware with this recent progress, as well as activities in the digital security space, such as South America's largest investment bank, which is Banco BDG, Pactual, announcement in November 2020 that they will be releasing its tokenized security that is backed by a real estate assets in Brazil. And also, of course, WaveX form a business alliance with Standard Capital in order to develop the blockchain technology for the SEO market and legal compliance for the Chilean market. So these are all great projects and will definitely help in accelerating its adoption into mainstream. So aside from Brazil that has a more concrete regulatory framework, I guess the only thing that needs to speed up is for its neighbors to follow suit.
Yeah, I think what you mentioned, especially about like the openness of governments and the kind of like infrastructure that governments have to kind of embrace your solutions is a very important factor when you guys are thinking of like venturing into a new market. So yeah, I completely agree with that. So you mentioned that you are servicing clients in Singapore, US, and the UK. So how would you describe your experience like entering into these markets? Because even though they do have sophisticated infrastructure, I would believe that they have like quite different like regulations and different ways in which you guys conduct your market entry. So like maybe you could just talk about a little bit about your experiences and what some of the challenges have been.
Yeah, there's definitely there are definitely some high and low points venturing into these markets. So as I've mentioned previously, digital securities is still a very, very early stage. And the uptake as the go-to method to raise capital is still very slow, especially in Asia. So while the traditional markets are adapting to the token economy, globally, there is a considerably uneven approach to regulation and adoption of digital securities. So one of the biggest challenges is getting more clients to be interested in digital security solutions, especially in countries where digital securities have yet to be regulated. So many have suggested that tokenization has not yet taken off due to ICO or crypto's bad reputation. And the huge challenge here is to change the mindset of those who equate digital securities to ICO or crypto. Through our, an arduous process of edification. So, as Propine is a fully regulated entity by, MAS, so we will continue to engage and work with other regulated players and also regulators in the region and to keep up to date with market developments as well as taking the lead in setting market standard practices and also developing the ecosystem. And of course, this is with the aim to achieve greater clarity and international regulatory alignment. So while digital securities is the future of capital markets, unfortunately, even with all its advantages, it has not come to fruition yet, as the gap between the potential adopters' understanding and the professional is still an ocean. As what I personally believe. So at Propine, we really want to play a proactive role in evangelizing digital securities and asset tokenization to the masses. So educating stakeholders through content marketing, social OPACs, and thought leadership articles and webinars will help us to familiarize our potential clients in the traditional investment world with this technology. So, and lastly, we want to encourage more players like us to do their part in driving digital securities into mainstream adoption. We will be building more strategic partnerships with players within the community to help any potential clients to realize the ambition to embrace digital securities as part of their corporate direction.
It does sound all very exciting for you guys because you seem to be like the front runners or like one of the front runners for this like nascent and new industry that's rising within the financial sector. So I think that's so great. And we are coming to the end of our interview. Just one last question. So what is next for Propine? Like, are there any upcoming activities that you guys are particularly excited about? Or like, yeah, you can just share it with us.
Sure. So I think you know that we have just recently graduated from MAS Sandbox. So and with CMS license and fully operational. So of course now moving forward we are looking to scale up of our business in the region as well as to hire for rapid growth. So we will be constantly looking out for to work with SMEs who are ready and also willing to give this novel and cost-effective way of fundraising a shot. And we are always in search of new strategic distribution partners so as to enable our issuers to be listed on exchanges that ensure secondary market liquidity. So, and as our company is blockchain agnostic, the blockchains we support are driven by the demand from our clients. So we are also constantly looking out for clients that request for new blockchains to support. So incidentally, the blockchains we are currently supporting include multiple chains like Ethereum, Corda, Symbol, and Zilliqa, just to name a few. So our solution also can handle hot, warm, and cold custody aspects, and all cryptographic functions are managed within the HSM. So, yep, thank you
Yeah,
very much.
that all sounds very exciting. So all the best to you guys, and thank you once again so much, Ian, for joining us today in our interview series. And yeah, we hope to like see you again soon, either for like future discussions when you guys are like ready to come into Latin America. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.